What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2 and my fresh playthrough in 2022. As you see, we have made it to the throne room, and we get our next quest and our first little taste of Defender medals. We're going to get 200 Defender medals for this one, and we're going to get a Defender pack to go along with it. Now, first we have to beat the map, and this one is not too terribly tricky. You actually don't have flyers, of course, unless you lose your sub-objectives, so you want to make sure not to lose those. But let's hop on in and get things started here. Looking through the loot that we collected from the last map, I did get this totem, which is a slight upgrade for my walls. We got a new weapon on the apprentice and just some rando junk gear besides that. Still haven't done anything with the huntress yet, and on the monk we've got a new medallion on our flame aura and a new medallion on our lightning strike aura, so these are going to be quite helpful. So let's see, where do we want to begin? Well, let's start off on these lanes, and I think we will wall it off. Let's just wall it off like right here. We'll go with a nice little wall section there. We'll go with a nice little wall section here as well. And then we're gonna spam up some auras. Imagine that. So to start things off, let's see. Let's go with what is that? 1, 2, 3. There's 5 auras there. Let's go 5 auras, and then let's go 5 auras here as well. And that should put me at that 180 DU per lane. Now, 180 DU per lane, of course, is a nice little number to shoot for, as it's going to get you through just about every map in the game. Let's see. What do we have next? We've got the west balcony and the procession path. I think we'll do the same thing here. Here we're going to wall it right in front of the statue, just in case we need to use it in an emergency. And then we're going to throw yet another one right here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and continue to aura it up here as well. We're not going to be able to fit the 5 in on this lane. Or will we? Actually, yeah, we're going to be able to fit 5 of them in here, so let's just go ahead and do that. Flame auras all the way up to the spawn, and then we will do the same thing here. So, 5 flame auras, and that one's a little sketch, but, you know, it'll get the job done. And then now let's head on over and check out this side. We got the exterior garden up top and the interior passage down below. Where do we want to wall these ones off at? I think here. Why don't we go something like right there, and then we'll get our 5 auras in. And then how about in this lane? Now we're gonna have a little bit of extra DU, so we will be able to put 1 strong lane in. Let's go ahead and go like right here in front of this statue as well. Once again, just in case we need to use that bad boy in the event of an emergency. Let's see. Oh, we're actually out of juice. We got no more mana left. I'm still going to DPS on my apprentice for now, but let's go and get it started. So this is clearly our weak lane, as we don't have enough mana to completely build the map out on this one until we collect a little bit up. So let's just go ahead and spam it up. Get some shots fired in here and see what we can come up with. This lane we're going to have to pretty much manually burn them ourselves. Now, there's not a ton of enemies here, so we've got that going for us. And how about over here? Still doing good. We got war boars made it to the wall. Looking over, we've got some enemies made it to the wall over there as well. Now, the main goal that we're looking for here is for our walls to not be destroyed, so I want to keep an eye on those. And if I see any of my walls starting to flash, then I'll know I had better get my booty over there and get things done. So let's go ahead and CC these mobs up and keep on with the face roll. So there we go. We got these guys all burned down. Now, we should be able to collect up some mana and maybe get an upgrade or two in, but more importantly, get the rest of the map built. We've got plenty to do that now. So let's go ahead and aura it up all the way up the way here. And then now you see we've got 20 left over. So I'm going to set this one as my strong lane and hopefully not have to come back up here. So I'm going to use a lightning strike aura right at that wall as well. Now I do have a bit of mana left, so the entry flame auras, the ones that are going to get the most action, I'm going to go ahead and throw a few upgrades on. Let's run over here and do the same. Now, of course, you can go through and pick up loot as you're going, because there's going to be upgrades right here on the ground as we get through this map. However, I'm not going to. I'm just going to go ahead and check it out at the end of the map where I get the whole map's worth of loot. So with that in mind, I did set my bags up where I've just got my first bag as a consumable slot. So any consumables, pet, reagents, etc. will all dump into this bag. And everything else is just set as generic bags. So we're going to have the consumables separated out from everything else. And that is about it. And then hopefully we get enough. No, we're going to be just shy of getting 3 ups in. But we got 2. So let's let it fly here. And then now we've got that one stronger lane. We can kind of ignore that lane a touch. So let's just burn them down and keep an eye on the minimap as we're going. One thing about Dungeon Defenders 2, it's got the mini-map, which, in my opinion, you know, I'm used to it. I play with the mini-map more than I use the tactical map that's in Dungeon Defenders 1, DDE, or DDA, and I really like it. I like the mini-map. I'm glad it's there. I wish more of the Dungeon Defenders games had the mini-map, as I just feel like it's just a super strong tool. Now, we got a new enemy coming out here. We're going to want to watch this lane for it. And as soon as that bad boy comes out, we're going to burn him down. Now, this is a strong lane. I don't want to sit there and spend all day on that, but it looks like the other lanes are all holding strong. Actually, we burned that new enemy down super quick, so we'll get the boss version of that later on here. And let's see. Let's just rinse it and repeat. We're going to upgrade the auras that are closest to the spawn, as they're going to get the most action. 2 different theories there. You can upgrade the ones at the walls, because that's where the enemies will build up. Or you can upgrade the ones at the spawn, just to get more upfront killing in. Now, I'm going with the upfront killing theory, of course. And let's head on over here and get this one. Now, one shard I'm going to be looking out for right away is definitely the run speed shard for the boots. That will be a huge quality of life addition, and can't wait to get that bad boy, that's for sure. Wow, and 1 mana short of getting another upgrade in again. Alright, let's go ahead and let it fly. Now remember, you can look at each lane during the build phase and see what's coming. Now, as a veteran player, I tend to not do that as often as I should. But, you know, as a newer player coming to the game, you're definitely going to want to see what enemies are coming out of what lanes. And making sure that you are ready for whatever is coming. Now, that's particularly important with boss lanes. Anytime you've got a boss spawn, of course. We're just going to go ahead and just mash through everything else here, though. And see if we can't just burn them all out. As I mentioned in episode 1 here, early game abilities are super strong. Now late game they're super strong as well, but you have to kind of plan for them and build for them. Early game, without having any gear, your abilities just really get the job done. Now we got a wall going yellow over here, so we're going to want to come over and see what's up. As you see, it didn't really take that much damage, so not going to put too much effort into that one other than a repair. But you are going to want to make sure your walls are repaired in between every run. That is for sure. So, let's see. Let's head on over and check this side. This is the last wave, of course. And if we take a look through, where are we going to get any sort of bossery? It looks like maybe we're not. Or I just missed it. This one is the red blinking lane, which is going to indicate this as being the strongest lane here. So that is a lane we're going to want to pay attention to for sure. But let's spend this 900 mana first. Looks like this wall didn't get touched, so let's just slap some upgrades over here. And we'll call this lane good. How about this wall? This wall took a little bit of tickle damage, but nothing too exceptional. Let's just actually upgrade this side of the map, and then we don't have to really worry as much about what's going on over here, and we can keep an eye on that red blanky lane. Now, here we go. Here is the boss-type enemy, the Draken, and that is why that lane is blinking. And I forget which boss comes at which map, but I guess it's going to be a nice refresher here as we run through it. But I'm just going to keep pegging this guy up and then hitting him with my ability. And as you see, before it's even at the wall, it's already below half health. So we should get through this Draken without any issues. And we are just about there. Oh yeah, Draken wrecked. So we got the little baby Drakens now. They won't be near as difficult to kill, of course. So let's just burn through the rest of them. We took a little bit of wall damage there. So I'll go ahead and upgrade that. Now, of course, if you start off buying a hero, which I'm not going to do through this playthrough, I'm going to only get heroes naturally. So if I get to a point where I've got the defender medals, I'll buy a hero. But until I get to that point, I'm not going to. If you do buy a hero and you have the EV, then of course you're going to be able to throw reflect beams down and make any sort of ranged mobs completely trivial versus any walls that are present. And there we go, got Betsy squawking away up there like a hungry baby bird, and we'll have to deal with that girl later. But we got us a defender pack, and we'll be able to get a nice cosmetic. So let's go ahead and hop on over to the tavern and crack open that defender pack. All right, now as you see, we got no real loot of any importance. We did get potentially, yeah, we got a nice upgrade for our walls, so we'll go ahead and take that. Looks like we actually got a really nice upgrade for a medallion as well. Sadly, we don't need that earth servo on it, so that was a bit of a waste. But we'll throw that on our flame arrows since we're using that the most. Now, we do got some shard packs now. We got nothing we want quite yet. Boo! So we got a Squire shard, and we've got a Gunwitch shard. I'm just going to go ahead and trash both of those consumable items. The shard dust are going to go into my consumable tab, of course, and we can potentially use that later on. Let's take a look here. That is actually a slight upgrade there to the burst shot. However, I hate the shot type, so I'm just not going to go with that one at all. But more importantly, what did we get for a defender pack? Let's check out the loots. We got a Squire accessory. All right, so nothing shiny yet. Of course, these green defender packs that you get for free, and they have a chance to have something glorious that could be completely game-changing for you. However, most likely that's not going to be the case, and it's just going to be one of the kind of standard issue basic accessory cosmetics. So, you know, it's nice to have, but nothing good or exceptional on that one. So that will get it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time around. Take it easy.